Hey everybody, it's Sorry I Didn't Come With a Filter podcast and Vasilis Didn't Come With a Filter YouTube channel. Today is a recap of the Monday Nighter, hockey updates, and much more on the pro wrestling circuit and all that, and my mental health and mental health talk, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, this is Sorry I Didn't Come With a Filter podcast and Vasilios Didn't Come With a Filter YouTube channel. Sorry about that. It is a Tuesday, so it's recap day, as I like to say. It is Drop the Mic Tuesday, so I'm going to be dropping the mic on this stuff right now, right here. I know I haven't shaved. I probably should put my hat on because I haven't shaved and I look like a weird little gremlin right now. That's how I look. It's tired, overworked, a little stressed, a little anxiety. You know, all them good, catchy, good flavors that I have been putting through my system for the last, I don't know how long. So I've been doing all right. I'm still kind of went down. I think I'm about 49% right now with my mental health, just because today has just been one of those weird days, and yeah, so on and so forth. Hopefully I didn't lose a friend last night due to some of my stupidity actions. Let's just say that. So, the crazy Monday Nighter football game. That was insane. It was a lazy game, as I would like to say. The Chiefs went out today and they did do a trade to get Melvin Ingram, but they traded away their guard, the French-Canadian guy, to, I don't even remember, I can't even think right now. Holy crap, my brain is dead. It's dead weight, I'm telling you right now. It's always dead. Use that I can use. So, Steelers traded to the Chiefs Melvin Ingram. They traded for Dan Brown from the Jets. So, looks like they're trying to save a season of whatever, because they're right now currently above 500. Like, honestly, when it comes to trade line days, I love that stuff. But to look at it from my point of view of being a fan of the sport itself, of just football and hockey and basketball and all that, and baseball, even baseball, like I try to watch for baseball. Baseball's a little hard to follow because of its there's not a lot of news that goes on with it. So that's my big thing I take away from that. But with the trade deadlines, fans have to also understand they gotta make sense of why they're trading. Like yesterday, there was Von Miller. Sorry, he went over to the Rams, and a bunch of draft picks went to the Broncos. Well, that's part of the business that they're in. And fans get pissed when you start giving up, second rounds and third rounds. Well, you know what? Sometimes you got to give them up. You got to give them up to get somebody better. Sorry, chain keeps hitting chest hair. Not good. That's the one thing about necklaces I tend to not like. But again, it was, that was another trade. I fully understand why trades have to happen. Sometimes you gotta move people, you gotta move around and get others interjected and start pushing, because they're up to week 9 and I don't know how many weeks are left. 17. So they got 8 weeks left in this week or this season. And I understand why they're all, some teams are pushing, try to fill some spots where there's injuries. It's just like the NHL. The NHL is the same problem, but when it comes to, like, Canadian hockey fans, we really we just go nuts on our management. We kill the management with our stuff. Because we want this person, we want that person. Well, guess what? Whoop, sorry. Just got to move a cord, that's all. It was kind of bothering me there. It's not as simple as it looks. And, like, you know, with me having, you know, with my father having his business, it's not as easy as it is to hire people. Right now, it's not even easy, period. It's a real shit show for people to come in and work. And I understand that. So, it sucks. But again, I'm not going to sit and moan and bitch about it. The problem I see when analysts start talking, oh, why did they get this guy? Oh, why didn't they get that guy? Oh, why didn't they get this guy? Oh, why can't they get that guy? Here's the thing. It comes down to making sense of that money that you're getting. And it is a tricky situation. And, you know, it's kind of like Anthopoulos, what he did in baseball a few years back with the Blue Jays. You know, one night he did like 12 trades in one night, in less than a 3-hour span of that night. And he did all those trades. Yeah, it got the Blue Jays to the playoffs, but it didn't get him into a championship game. Didn't get him to the World Series. Same thing with the Canucks. You know, 2011 Cup run. They got right players, but here was the problem. None of them re-signed with the team. Falls apart. Everything comes down to the dollars. And as a fan and as a business owner, I am starting to understand this as I get older. I start to understand why it's so important to make sure you have the right team, but at the right amount of money. Like yesterday, there was Adam Fox, New York Rangers young defenseman. He pushed and got a 7-year, $9.5 million contract per year. Like, holy shit, that is a lot of money. Like, again, and I start to understand where my dad's coming from, where he says, now you got to make sense of these dollars that you're giving out. Vice versa, it goes with the government, same thing. Pump money in, but nothing's really coming back. Nothing's really coming back. Through this pandemic, governments are giving out money, but nothing's really generating. It's, you know, I fully understand this. But, you know, like last night's game, I will go over to that right now. It was a bit of a disarray of a game between the Chiefs and the Giants. The Giants almost won, then the Chiefs came back. Field goal kicks. That's what really came down to, was field goal kicks. And I was watching Good Morning Football, and I was listening to a lot of sports podcasts and First Take podcasts and all that. And honestly, I fully understand why they're so critical about NFL players and NFL teams. And yeah, you can't be winning games on just football or goal kicks. You just can't. Okay, field goal kicks are great, but you can't be winning all the time with those, because that's when you start really realizing how many cracks are in your team. Just kind of like what I read this morning. I saw one of my tweets, or one of the tweets on there for the Canucks. The biggest problem I can see right now for us to goal, the puck isn't going to go into the net right now, okay? The sporting gods don't want us to win. Fine, that's fair. I'm not going to argue with that fact. That is how the facts are with us in this market. So to say we need to trade somebody or to fire somebody, it's not going to work. Tell me how many times that actually works and it turns out right. About, I'll say 5 out of 10 times it works. The other 5, that's a 50-50 split. 50% it works, 50% it doesn't work. So you got to really make sure you have what you have correctly in that area of teams. Like, we got the Thursday nighter. We got the Jets, Mike White, the White Lightning, as I would say right now, the White Jet of the Jets quarterback versus Carson Wentz of the Colts. That is going to be a real crazy, crazy game because everybody knows what to expect with Carson Wentz, and you would understand in what you're going to get with, another young man who is coming up in the game. I will recap my NHL scores, see what I got right and what I got wrong, and that will be pretty short on that end. Woohoo! I will cover some NBA today. I will try to get into that. Again, it's just a lot of, frustrations. I understand it's, you had some players got injured. You can't stop. It's like in pro wrestling right now. There's a company that is kind of going through a rebuild phase or reestablishing phase, and a lot of wrestlers are out of contracts. 2 got hurt this past weekend that have potential to join all, big companies. 2 big companies in the US, or 3 if you include Impact Wrestling. And it's all about timing, and sometimes timing is bad. That's kind of how I see it with sports right now. A lot of things are just fucking messed up. It is seriously a bad omen when you start seeing top players injured at the beginning of the season, but then there's the good omen. Your team is currently trying to find a way to win. That's good, because what happens is these big name players don't even resign or want out or whatever. You got a team that's start finding its main core in everything. And that's the problem a lot of teams have to understand, and fans have to understand, and management have to understand. You got to work with the system you got, okay? You can't cheat the system. Some teams get that lucky roll and lucky bounce, and they're off to a very good start. But here comes the Christmas break. And after the Christmas break, they nosedive. That's what I see. Right now, in the NFL, you're getting closer. You got 8 weeks left. It's really a push, shove. Let's see. I hate to say it, Detroit Lion fans, you're going to win the Super Bowl, all right? Not this year, though. Maybe a few years down the road when the entire organization can find a way to win games. But to leave that on that note, going over to my NHL. So I was wrong out of 2 games. So Lightning beat the Capitals. Damn it. And the Blackhawks got their first win of the season against the Senators. What a surprise. And again, you got the Oilers, who basically beat up on the Kraken. Release the Kraken. I love that. I love having this team in the league. I love having Seattle Kraken, because you can just sound like a pirate. I just wish they had a pirate ship there or something. That would have been fucking entertaining. So, my tonight's predictions for the hockey is Red Wings versus Montreal. Well, I know how hotshot the Red Wings are right now and how good they're starting to really roll. I hear Price is returning soon here to the Habs, so that could be an intuition that I'm going to pick the Habs tonight because they know that their number 1 guy is coming back. So that's my pick for tonight. For the Habs and the Red Wings. The Knights versus the Maple Leafs. The Knights are in Toronto. Even though Toronto squeaked out a win this past Saturday, doesn't necessarily mean they're going to have can squeak one out. I wouldn't put anything past the Knights. They are a team that are very skilled, very calculated, very quick, and very dangerous. Doesn't matter if they're on the PK or the PP. They are fucking dangerous. They're fucking dangerous. I will give my hat to the Knights tonight. The Yotes versus I'm not even gonna talk about this one. This is just like I am gonna literally insult your intelligence if I say the Yotes gonna beat the Philly Flyers. The Flyers are gonna fly right over and run over the Yotes. The Yotes are gonna be the Detroit Lions of the NHL this year. That's all I'm gonna say on that end. The Stars versus the Jets. I'm going to say the Jets because you got white thunder noise in that MTS Center in Winnipeg. Yes, in the Peg. So that's my pick. And then you got the Ottawa Senators versus the Minnesota Wild. I believe this is a back-to-back, though. This is a back-to-back game. 9 times out of 10, you take a loss in a back-to-back and then you win one. So I'd say the Senators could squeak out a win, but the Wild could possibly just race that and take it. So my prediction is heart saying Senators, mind saying Wild. That's my take. Oh, funny facts. If somehow the Oats find a way to win against the Flyers, I'm wrong, absolutely wrong. They'll just be the Jacksonville Jaguars. But funny facts on that end, that team does not have real star players except Christian Fischer and Clayton Keller and Phil Kessel, but Kessel's up in age, so it gives a little take on that. Tonight's the Predators versus Flames. Flames are 6-1-1, so they're really off to a good start. So my prediction of them being a horrible team right now. But again, Markstrom's having one of his seasons where he's really, really hot right now, and then he can really cool off. So I'm gonna go with the Flames on it, though. You got the Devils versus Ducks. So the Devils here are in the West, so that's a lot of time zones, and they didn't play, so I'm going to tip my hat off to the Ducks. The Ducks are going to win. Hopefully my prediction is damn freaking right, because the Rangers, I believe, played last night? No, the night before. They played on Halloween against the Kraken, and they squeaked out a win 3-1. I'm thinking something like Hamonic's back in the roster. The defense is starting to fill out like it should be. So it's going to be a good mix. I really think it will be, the Rangers just, they're doing a road trip. So they had to hit Seattle, Vancouver. Oh, yeah, no. Vancouver's going to take this one. I can say that. Then you got the Sabres versus the Sharks. 2 surprise teams this year. 2 of the surprise teams. Who is going to take a victory and who's going to take a win? Okay, so my spoiler game of the night will be a good game, and I guarantee this will be a good game, is the Sharks versus Sabres. I'm going to say the Sharks are going to take this game. Just because of how this game, how everything's just kind of manifested itself to it. So that's my take to that. It's pretty insane, though. It is. It's, talking about like surprise teams, I would never suspect the Sabres and the Sharks, because both teams are really kind of like, one's been rebuilding for nearly 20 years and the other one is going through its stages of rebuild. So that's my take on the NHL world. So last night's NBA, I'm going to start covering NBA. Yes, I am. I'm going to try my best at it. I'm not going to fool around and fuck around like I usually do, because that's how I am. I'm just one of the dumbasses, and I could say that with all my heart. Oh, breaking news. Scotty Barnes is not going to be in. Scotty Barnes. Dang, that sucks for the 5-3 Raptors, who beat the Knicks. Yeah, the Knicks. Spike Lee's team, the Knicks. Damn. But it was a good game. I watched it last night. It was a really, really good game. It was contested very well. The Wizards lost to the Hawks. The Bulls won to the Celtics. The Celtics, this is a surprise to me, are 2-5. Raptors do not have a lot of star players. They have Pascal Siakam, the rookie Scotty Barnes. They got Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby, and a few others. But the Celtics have a lot of good talent too, and yet they're struggling out of the gate. So that could possibly be doing a turn. But then, I'm going to go down here. You got the Nuggets, who are 4-3, and they lost to a 4-3 now Grizzlies. But again, Jay Morant is just freaking nuts. That guy, I love that guy on the Grizzlies. The Magic beat the Timberwolves, and the Magic are 2-6, so that's a little surprise. The Clippers beat the Thunder. This was a very good game. As I was reading through a lot of things, it was an awesome game. I could say that with all my heart. Well, just checking some stuff too. It was a really good game, and I'm not going to disagree with how it was. I'm not surprised that the Clippers are struggling the way they are, even though I do cheer for the Clippers a lot. But I'm not going to just, I like the Lakers, I like the Clippers, I like the LA teams. That's why I wear my Dodgers. So tonight's teams, okay, I'm going to pick the Bucks over the Pistons. The Pistons are just 1-5, they're dismal. I'm going to say the Heat over the Mavericks. The Kings lose to the Jazz. Pelicans are, again, still struggling without Zion Williamson. The Suns I'm a little surprised they're 2-3 because, but again, it's early in the season. It's the sixth game for the Suns, eighth game for the Pelicans. I'm going to say the Suns anyways. And then you got the Rockets, who are 1-5 versus the 4-3 Lakers. I would take the Lakers on that any given day. So, some of the surprise, the non-surprisers to me is the Pistons, the Magic. I'm surprised on how, Milwaukee is right now. I'm surprised with the Celtics and the Pacers. These guys were up there. The Hornets are doing really good because you got LaMelo Ball there who's balling out. And he's doing all he can. That's awesome. So this is part 2 of my YouTube channel. Vasilios didn't come with a filter. So, to cap it off. Yeah, my mental health, I think I took a bit of a hit yesterday. I was not the smartest cookie in the shed. I kind of overreacted with some shit, and then that's my stupidity. And I hope the person didn't get hurt by me and my stupidity. That's my thing. Trying my best, trying to work out what I can fix and what I can adjust in my life. But again, it's ups and downs. It is life. It does suck. It is how you kind of have to just go through it, step by step. This person has been very supportive of me doing the YouTube and podcast, and I really respect this person. So I hope, we can continue developing our friendship and making our friendship, stronger. I just hope that will work out on that front. Just that's what kind of bogs me down today. But again, I did it to myself, so I can't ask for sympathy. I can't ask for that shit. Just can't, because it's, I caused the problem on that front, and I shouldn't have. Just because I'm just such a freaking moron. But again, it's how I live life. I'm pathetically stupid that way. But I do cherish every single one of you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for viewing. I appreciate it. And please always remember to hit the subscribe, comment, and like. I do appreciate it. It does help me with this. And, you know, I've been told by a lot of my friends, you know, some of my friends and some other people, that I should probably just stop doing this. And I'm going, no, I'm not. I'm going to keep going until I can. Can't stop me no more, until I lose my voice, or until I'm like drop dead on the ground and massive heart attack or something stupid, you know, something there. But that's my thing. Tomorrow I will try to do a vlog. I'm trying new things out too, to see where I can go and do other things. Just because I feel bored. That is basically bored. My business is the family business is starting to pick up again. You know, I'm loving it and I'm respecting it. But I'm not challenged enough here, and I love this challenge. This is a challenge that I could say, yeah, I can hang my hat on and go, yes, this is epic. So, again, thank you. You know, I will recap tomorrow's episode. Just to really what I was talking about just before I finished up on my podcast was I just had some other things going on. Sorry, I'm just reading some stuff here. I was just talking about, you know, how sports and all this kind of affects my life a little, and how I enjoy doing it every day of the week. I just enjoy it, and I love giving my takes. I know I'm unfiltered, as you can tell. I swear a lot on here, and that's my biggest fault, is I swear a lot. But again, you know, I'm kind of vlogging here too at the same time, to just give you more depth to me. I am totally all about trying to talk to people about mental health. Like, it's been with me for a very long time, and yeah, there should be no stigma on it. Okay, I'm always up to talk, and I'm always willing to talk. That's how I feel. But to leave it on that note, because this is part 2, and I messed up and stopped the other one. You guys all have a good Tuesday, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hey everybody, this is Vasilis from Sorry I Didn't Come With A Filter podcast, and Vasilis Didn't Come With A Filter YouTube channel. Tomorrow will be a recap of NXT 2.0, hockey, and much more, even on the NFL trade deadline day. I will recap, so stay tuned.